Doesn't that look like a swing bridge for a canal over there in front of me? Got to be one of the shortest canals in the UK. These holes have been drilled in this stone. Well, I've never seen the like of this craft before. Here I am at Lydney. This is a station I've not come to before. I would have come on the train, but buses replaced trains between Severn Tunnel Junction and Gloucester on the 22nd to the 26th of July. Today is the 24th of July, and so what I've done is I've come in the car, parked in the station car park, and I've just come onto the platform just to have a little look. But of course I didn't come all the way to Lydney just to look at an empty train station. So I've come to Lydney to have a look at the harbour and also something else. Thus where I've just come, a pretty short ride from the station car park. This is what was to my right. Of course, this is the River Severn. In the distance you can see the two Severn bridges. The river comes up. Looks like the tide is coming in, I think. A little bit hard to tell. This place in front of me is called Lydney New Grounds, and they welcome responsible walkers. You can see various bird, oyster catchers, dunlins, brent geese, curlews, lapwings, redshanks. Yeah, I bet that's a lovely walk up there. Quite bracing, I should think. Very clear view over the estuary today. Bristol Channel, whatever you want to call it. The River Severn, in other words. Hello. So straight on to the harbour, where there are toilets and a cafe. Quite fancy a cup of coffee now. Or I can go left, and that takes me on a circular trail, and I think that's going to get me back to the same place. Let's just go down this way a bit further though, I think. An interesting construction here, these standing stones. I'll have to see what I can find out about them.
Well, there have been many theories put forward as to the origin of the mysterious standing stones here at Lydney in Gloucestershire. Personally, and I've been studying these things for many years, it's my contention that this stone circle was constructed by way of a test, as it were, for the larger circle at Stonehenge. Ancient man, if you like, practiced here and made a small circle to discover what the difficulties might be with making a larger one. Having established what these difficulties were and overcoming them, it's my belief that the larger stones for Stonehenge were extracted from a local quarry, which is just behind these trees, and transported over to Stonehenge by some means which, quite frankly, I haven't a bloody clue. But that's what I believe actually happened. And the first ever canal, I believe, was constructed by ancient man here at Lydney, and the stones were floated down to the River Severn, and thereafter transported across to Stonehenge. Now, as to some of the inscriptions on these stones, it would appear that local vandals have carved letters into them more recently, probably some young delinquents, I suppose, and that accounts for some of the modern lettering which can be found on the stones. So that's my theory, and I continue to work on it, and I will continue to strive to prove it to the satisfaction of all my discounters.
See, the word north is spelt out on two of the stones. This is pretty neat. These holes have been drilled in this stone so that when you look for them, you're directly aiming at certain targets. There's a power station for that one. I'm not sure, but I think directly opposite me now is Barclay Power Station. I think I'll have to check on that. Now, the River Severn is to my right. What is it that's to my left? Doesn't that look like a swing bridge for a canal over there in front of me? Yep, you've guessed it. That's a canal. That swing bridge covers the Lydney Canal. Lydney Harbour, quite a few boats in. Patrona out of Stornoway. Here's a swing bridge here, but it appears to be not working or out of order, I'm not sure. Certainly can't cross it today, which is a shame. Would have been nice to have tried it out. This then is the Lydney Canal. So I cycled the other side of those trees, and every so often I could catch a glimpse of it. Tantalizing glimpse. And the canal leads down here to the harbour. The harbour then opens out onto the River Severn. Go and take a little look down there, I think, and I reckon there's got to be some lock gates to look at. The Lydney Canal is about a mile long. That's all it is. It doesn't go anywhere else. You can't get your narrowboat on here from anywhere else in the country. It's quite wide, I've got to say that. At this point it is. But I think probably it's only used for people who've got their boats moored up here in the marina to go up and down a bit. So I found some information on Wikipedia, and it says it was opened first of all in 1813, and that was to ship iron and coal from the Forest of Dean, which is that way. It was once connected by a horse-drawn tram road to another canal called Pidcock's Canal, which brought materials down to the wharves by a tugboat. As late as the 1960s, imported wood was still being brought in by barge from Avonmouth, which is on the other side of the River Severn. And canal remained in commercial use until the 1980s. I'll put a link on for the web page so you can find out more about it. It's got to be one of the shortest canals in the UK. But I don't think it's the shortest, because I think there's one which is an awful lot shorter, and a lot of narrowboaters would have gone through that one many times, I think. So if you think you know which is the shortest canal in the UK, leave it in the comments. Lock gates over there. They've just been opened, so I don't know if any craft is going to come out from there. I would imagine so. That's the normal reason for opening the lock. Looks like there might be some work boats there in the lock. Perhaps they're going to be moving into the harbour area. Well, I've never seen the like of this craft before. I think it's a dredger, probably, of some kind. It's got some pumps on there and this strange contraption at the front, which I imagine gets down to the bed of the harbour. I don't think it's going to be moving anytime soon, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen that. But there you are, you see. Craft come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? Here are the rear gates for the lock, so I think I'm going to walk across these now. And there are the outer lock gates. There you are then. There's a nice picture and diagram there of how the locks work here. This is about as far as I can go. This is the Lydney Yacht Club here. Private property, so can't get in there. If you look in the distance, just behind those two boats, you'll see some towers, and that's actually Sharpness. docks, and I can see the jetty sticking out. I'll try and point it out for you on the screen, where the boats come in when they're entering Sharpness. If you remember, I was there a few weeks ago. And so the boat's graveyard would be on the other side of the river, of course, about another mile further up. It's quite a big, deep lock, isn't it? Certainly lots of people are here today. One or two American accents I've heard, some Chinese, and of course some local Gloucestershire accents as well. So I got myself a flat white from the little kiosk down there in the distance, just under that tree. A little bit of a wait, and it was very popular, lots of people having toasted sandwiches and stuff like that, so I only wanted a coffee, and very nice it was too. It's not a bad cup of coffee, that, and only £2.70, which was it's pretty good really these days. There's a bit of noise in the background from a factory or something, sorry about that. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this quick short little visit to one of the shortest canals in the UK, the Lydney Canal. It's very nice. Lydney Harbour here, very nice. Don't think I'll be coming here with Gladys and Narrowboat. Be rather awkward to get here, I think. But a nice place. Hope you've enjoyed the look around. Give it a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment, of course, especially if you think you know which one is the shortest canal in the UK. And think about subscribing if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed, make sure that you've selected notifications to be switched on, and that way YouTube will always tell you when I release a new video. Bit of exciting news for you. Gladys is definitely going to be on the water before September. I have a launch date, and had that confirmed again this morning by Aintree Boats, by Mark in Aintree Boats. And what I'm going to tell you is it'll be during the week commencing the 19th of August. That's what I'm going to tell you for now. I might tell you the actual date nearer the time, so that's quite exciting, and I hope you're all looking forward to seeing the video of that. So until next time, it's goodbye from Mr. Brompton. And it's goodbye for me. Bye.